Trespasser. The one, the only. Actually, no, it's not. There's another 3-round burst hand cannon, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Trespasser. And I'm going to tell you guys, no BS, how to get it. Now, before I start this video, I'm going to tell you, there is no quest, there is no guaranteed way to get the Trespasser. But before Rise of Iron came out, I had 0 exotic Ingrams saved up. I had 10 3 of coins, and I had a dream. And that dream was to get the Trespasser. So I'm going to tell you what you need to do. First of all, you need to go see Xur. You need to get some 3 of coins. If you don't have any, I'm sorry, this requires 3 of coins. Now, a lot of people think that you can only get the Trespasser from exotic Ingrams. I'm going to tell you right now, you're wrong. You can get them from legendary Ingrams. You can get them from the Nightfall. I heard, do not believe this, but I heard somebody got it from Prison of Elders, the new one. Do not believe it at all, but that is just what I heard. I would personally suggest maybe if you want to run some Prison of Elders, if you don't like doing strikes, run some Prison of Elders, you know, pop some 3 coins in the final boss. You might get lucky, you might get an Ingram, you also might get the Trespasser. But anyways, I'm going to get into it. No BS. First of all, how do I get exotic and legendary Ingrams? Now, I bought 80 from Xur. In a couple days, I used 45 of them. From those 45, I got 6 armor pieces and 5 weapons. Out of those 5 weapons, I got 1 exotic special. Now, I opened it and I got it. So, let's talk about it. If opening an exotic special, you're going to average about a 1 in 13 chance of getting the Trespasser. Now, I do believe that it's not specifically that low of odds because I got my first try of terrible RNG. But it's a new gun, so there's a possibility maybe they tip the balance. You know, maybe the Trespasser has a higher percent chance of dropping out of Ingrams than other things. But for the most part, you're going to have a 1 in 13. Because there's 13 specials. Obviously, you know, do the math, 1 in 13. From legendaries, it's going to be hard, but it's not impossible. I decrypted 3 and I didn't get it, which obviously, you know, getting a exotic from a legendary itself is a feat, but getting the one you want is even a bigger feat. So, you can get them from legendaries. I've seen it, the videos, it's confirmed. Nightfall, you can get it from Nightfall. You can get it as a reward, and I suggest when you run the Nightfall, pop a 3 of coins. And Prison of Elders, I'm not really going to go in depth to that because I don't want to say anything about it because I believe that there's a chance, and I heard, but you know what you hear, don't believe everything. So we're going to talk about the best way to get Ingrams. Now, I have went on Reddit, I've went on every kind of Bungie article, I've heard all kinds, I've tested all kinds of theories. And I'm going to go over, I'm going to debunk some. One of the most popular ones I hear is go in a heroic playlist, play 2 without it, and on the third one, pop a 3 coins, you'll get an exotic. Don't trust that. I've used it a lot, and it works for a lot of people, but for some, it really doesn't. I tried that strategy of going in 2, and then on the third popping it, I tried it, and I got 1 out of 6 strikes. Well, 1 out of 6 sets, so that right there was 22 strikes, 24 strikes, and you know, only getting a couple exotics was not good. I'm going to tell you the way that I personally do it. I grab a couple buddies. You can do it by yourself. Pop a Vanguard rank booster. Go in heroics. Every boss except Dust Palace and except Omnigul. Pop 3 of coins. Just 1. You don't want to pop multiple. That'd be wasting. But I can assure you that if you do 5 strikes, if you're going to get them within 10. You're going to get at least 1 Ingram within 10. I usually got one about every 3 to 6, you know, in that area. One time I got one back to back. It was crazy. But that's enough of that. Now we're going to go to... Now I'm going to just... I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a hint. I don't know if this works. I personally am superstitious about strategies in Destiny and, you know, tipping the RNG to your favor, but it worked for me, so that's what I'm going to tell you guys. First of all, my friend, whenever he goes to open packages and stuff, he always puts, if he wants an LDR, so he always puts the low light, or a YO9, of course, or 1000 yard. He always puts the low light special on. Now, he believes that having a low light special, the game is going to register that your special slot is a little bit low on light, so it might give you a special weapon. And you think about it and you're like, wow, that doesn't make any sense. But he always gets LDRs and WIO9s and everything out of the packages. Now I was like, you know what, I'll try it. So I was 334 and 335 light on everything. And then I put on a 323 Void 1,000 Yard Stare. And and have you know it, a couple of strikes later, I get a special, an exotic special Ingram. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. You might as well try it. It can't hurt at the end of the strike, right before you're about to kill the boss. Just switch to a low light special. It can't hurt anything, so you might as well just try it, because it might work, it might not. But that's going to be all for this video. I'm going to have a review of the Trespasser out on my channel after this one comes up, maybe an hour later or something. But, we will in-depth, some damage numbers, the exotic perks and everything. So if you guys like the video, leave a like. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the Trespasser, see the next video or leave in the comment section below. I'll reply to you, reply to everybody. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.